Hello, hello, hello. I see a bunch of love trainers here. Happy Saturday or Sunday. I did not forget about you guys, by the way. I was enjoying some much needed downtime, and it wasn't really a lot of downtime because I know, as most of you know, definitely had a full December with private clients. And gosh, I honor every single one of you that came forward. You guys are such badasses and sharing your stories and working through your stuff. And so I admire each and every one of you. And I'll tell you, when I could feel it this morning. When I saw what was going on, I follow the energy and I'm like, let's do this. Let's get caught up. Um, so much going on energetically, lots of shifting going on, all kinds of stuff. So let me see who is in here. I see Robin. Hello, Robin. Hi, Claude. I see Kat. Hello, Care. Awesome. I think Georgia. Somebody from Cali. Oh, welcome. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, it feels good to be back here. I miss you guys. I love being in here. So I am going to start with, let's talk about what's been going on. And, I always follow the energy. As you can see, I went back to basically the 24th of December. And you can see here that this is all that kind of a stitching pattern. This is release, right? Release and integrating. And these mean something different for each and one of you as an individual because December is still, we're in a deep, deep purge. And I'll tell you what I love to share with you when I see patterns and things. And one pattern that did come forward was many of you, and don't take this. This is an observation. This is not any kind of a criticism to the work you're doing because I've done it on myself too, remember? So, but there was an element of I healed that. I already took care of that. And realizing there's another layer. And the reason that happens, I'm going to share this with you. And I went through the same thing in my journey. I was like, I absolutely healed my trauma. I did everything I was told. And then a couple of things that my guides have shown me is that number one, the biggest, deepest part of it happens on a consciousness level. The who man's not involved at all, right? But when something comes forward into your human consciousness, the adult version of you, and I'm speaking more specifically about childhood trauma, right? The adult version can come to grips with it to a certain extent and say, okay, I did let it go. I did the shadow work. I did this. The stuff that's coming forward is unhealed, unresolved understanding by the inner child. And I know it can be like, wait a minute, but I did all this work. I did all of your work, got you to the point where your inner child felt comfortable enough to come forward and saying, I'm ready to let this go. So that it's not an old pain coming back, it's the deepest bottom layer of it really truly being ready to let go. And how my guide showed to me, it's so funny. They give me these amazing metaphors. And I think I shared this with the group on Saturday. We had a group last Saturday. We did a group Ascension healing, and it was a really beautiful, lots of healing happening there. And one of the metaphor that they brought forward is an Alka-Seltzer tablet. And so for those of you who don't have this product in your country, it's a seltzer tablet that people use to ease nausea. But the way it works is my guide showed we're the cup and the water. And when you drop the seltzer tablet in, that's the light coming in. So it's powerful. It's heavier than the water, right? It's more powerful than the water. It comes through, it hits the bottom of the glass. The bottom of the glass represents these bottom unhealed emotions, right? Which is really also an incomplete understanding around the trauma and the people that were involved in it, right? From there, the effervescence takes over, right? What does it do? It begins to dissolve. It gets agitated. The light agitates these things, these bottom of the barrel, because it must all come up. It must all come up, and we feel it to heal it. So what feels like frustration or maybe a lack of progress is really extreme progress. It is extreme progress because there's nothing left under that with regard to your trauma. You're truly healing it, you're truly completing it. And then you have this is where we're creating the blank slate. And so what you're going to also start witnessing more and more is the 5D 2025 energies are here now. Remember that we're multidimensional. So we can access, yes, we can access future timelines now because everything happens in the now. And you're going to start feeling more and more of this. So I wanted to lead with that because it's definitely a pattern. And don't be frustrated if you say, but I've been doing the work. I've been working on this so long. When is this going to stop? It's coming forward as part of completing and reconciling it. And if you need help, please reach out to me. I kept the 50% off on my private sessions going through the end of December so that anybody who needs help, you know, truly invest in your own wellness if you need help with it. It's a really powerful process. And the biggest thing is that you're healing yourself. You're healing yourself. I'm just guiding the healing. And then you're empowered that way. You can literally say, I did that. And you have a complete understanding of what happened. This isn't like waving a magic wand and then you go, what the heck happened here? Right? That doesn't do anybody any good. You have the same powers that I do. Right. I'm just in a position in my journey where I'm able to shine my cosmic flashlight on it and say, look over here. And you guys are doing really just amazing work. And it's so it like really warms my heart. It does. Because some of the things that you're bringing forward, I honestly just have such admiration for each and every one of you because again, you're badasses. And I'm so excited to see you guys ready to flip the page to this creating from a true blank slate. You're not bringing a different version of that human forward. You're creating a brand new reality for yourself with out of only pure love and light, no unconscious behavior involved. And remember, anybody who's still struggling to forgive someone, it really, all evil is simply unconscious behavior. And we've all been unconscious, so we don't judge it. We don't judge it. That's their journey. But what we do look at is where am I at in my journey and what do I want to create? It's always about what do I want to create? What am I really ready to let go of? So that's kind of our process where we're at. All right. So let's talk about some of these energies and I'll get to what's going on today, which feels so good. It feels so good. I've been like, bring more light. I am ready. So, okay. So this here, and again, this is kind of deceptive because where you see these vertical lines, those are those little things in the bottom of the barrel scraping up to the top, scraping up to the top. And you can see on the 25th that going into the late evening that we started, okay, upper chakra purge. And so many of you, by the way, so many of you have been having ascension symptoms that go along with this. So we've got to physically, there's so much going on. I can't even get into all the physical upgrades because it's again, we're still in, remember, beyond the noodle. We're way beyond the noodle on this stuff. So all I'll tell you is our entire body, your bones, your blood, your muscles, your eyes, your ears, your throat, all is receiving an upgrade. Simultaneously now, if there's anything that you've been holding on to, right? Those are going to be that's your body telling you that there's stuff ready to be healed. Okay. So anything that's been persistent is your body's way of saying, hey, there's something here that's ready to be healed. The ascension symptoms that are coming forward with the upgrades are temporary. They're absolutely temporary, but tons of the throat across the board. Bone aches for sure, itching is your body trying to accommodate the heat. I will share one of the upgrades. I think I've mentioned this here. If not, maybe I did in focus group. One of the upgrades that we're undergoing right now, and the noodle's not going to be able to handle this, is that our spine is enlarging to allow for more light to go through. So now it's not going to protrude out your neck or out of your butt. it's it's right. The whole body is undergoing a shift. So just know that it's allowing that has to happen. One of the reasons you're itching is that the high frequency is causing heat from it's similar to they show it to me as like a heat rash, quite literally. And so for me, I found that drinking like really, really cold water, it's like, okay, what can my human do to bring down the core temperature? And I think many of you who felt heat in the body, you can tell it's a different heat. It's not heat like you're outside sweating. There's no sweat that's produced, and it's not like a fever because you're not having those chills. It's just you kind of feel like you're baking from the inside out. And all that is the high frequency light coming into your body and then your physical body attempting to integrate it. So perfectly, perfectly normal. And yes, oh, food. Robin, thank you for putting that in. I love it. She said, my diet's been crazy. I ate a pastrami sandwich, which I haven't eaten in 20 years. Yeah, absolutely. And here's the thing about food. Okay, we're encouraged to eat intuitively without judgment. So not going, oh, this is bad for me, this is good for me. Anything you decide to put into your mouth, you choose how to interpret that. And then you take it in based on the meaning that you give it. And the example that my guides gave me is there are remote areas in Africa where a whole village relies on drinking water from a dirty river. They bless it because they understand my body needs water and this is the water source that's available to us. And it's received by their body as nutritious that therefore. Now, if they said this is poisonous and it's going to kill me, it will. Our body's intelligence, remember, takes cues from here. And give yourself a lot of grace right now. So, like, if you're saying, gosh, eating this would make me feel really good right now, as long as you're not eating out of pain and fear. So, that's the difference. I'd really love a slice of pizza right now, right? And it's not, I want it because I feel badly. So, do you see the difference? And so, just bless your food. It's all love. Everything is love focused into form. Everything, including you. So just say, you know what? I'm so happy. This is going to feel so good. This is love coming into my body. And yeah, and having like appetite all over the place is very common because again, your body's adjusting to these energies. Another one, anxiety or anxiousness. um, when a lot of light comes in, because we perceive that as anxiousness, uh, it's the same feeling that you have when you're excited, but this is used to, uh-oh, I don't know what's coming, so therefore it's probably bad. There's a problem. I'm anxious, right? And so really coming into a neutral space around it and saying, okay, something's going on in my solar plexus. I don't know what it is. Can I step into that unknown and hand it over to my guides? Okay, help me see this through love and light. Or just let me just take a couple of deep breaths and see if I can bring some space. Your breath is so powerful, has the ability to calm the physical body in any moment. It's just take those 3 deep breaths, grounding outside, getting outside even for 10 seconds will help because the power coming from Gaia right now is beyond what I could tell you. The ability to ground, we're naturally grounded already now, but when we intentionally ground with her, you're going to really, really sink into that and feel the stability, feel the support, feel the alignment. Everything's about us being in harmony with all that is. That's the fifth dimension. So let me see. I'm trying to see in the comments if you guys had, let's see. Oh yeah, well, time. Oh, okay. Saw somebody mention time. Time's one of my favorite subjects. So in the third dimension, time is linear. In the fifth dimension, it's circular, and they show it to me like, and they showing us as you're in a higher orbit. Because we have the ability in higher dimensions to actually bend time. Yeah, I told her we're beyond the noodle. And so the invitation is to be present at all times. What am I creating in this now moment? We do not, we don't future plan and try to lay out all the details. It's as simple as where do you want to land? What do you want to create? And then staying in the moment and following the energy. What do I feel like doing right now? Not, oh, well, I feel the urge to go walk in the park, but I have to first. Now, boop, what happened? As soon as you got into have to and not what I want to, you dove off your highest timeline and now you're back in your the lowest available timeline to you. And so start to recognize when you're putting off in this now moment what you want, because that is what's guiding you forward. That's how we're guided forward. What do I really want to do right now? And sometimes it's a teeny little thing. It might be the littlest thing. But follow that. And you can just say, okay, I have a few options here. Which one just feels best? What feels good? Get into what feels good, not what do I think I need to do, right? 3D, 5D, heart, 5D. So always just say, what's in my heart? What would feel good right now? Another thing, other people's opinion of you are none of your business. A lot of entanglement right now. Don't get frustrated with others who are unawakened. They will awaken in their own perfect time. We're here as beacons of light for them. And we're not here to teach them or shake them and wake them up. That's what this is for. That's what this is doing. Our only responsibility is our own light. And for those that you love dearly, the very best you can do is shine your light. If you entangle, you've gone to their timeline instantly. So you go from conscious to unconscious the moment you entangle in their field. And so the practice is, okay, I got to give the love to myself. I love myself enough to recognize where I'm at in my journey and to see them also as a perfect soul on their journey. And it's not our job to intervene. And, entanglement that is really, really coming up. Many of us had misplaced thoughts about obligations and responsibilities. And I mean, guides are so clear on this. Our only responsibility is love and consciousness, nothing else. Because remember, all our needs are met. All our needs are met. And when you give yourself and show yourself in pure, true love and light, standing in your power, you are an example and an inspiration to others who are awakening. And we reach out and give them information when they come and request it. They must request it from you. Hey, I see that you're doing something I'm interested in. You seem really happy. Can I ask you what you're doing? Not, why are you doing that? Yeah, dummy. Wake up. You're missing the ascension. No one's missing the ascension train, by the way. Impossible. We're all ascending. We're all ascending. No one's left behind. Very, very important to know. We're all on this. We're all on this journey together. Just some of us chose to come forward and shine our light. And that means that having that discipline to really focus on your own light, which is counterintuitive from the third dimension, right? Because we were told, oh, that's selfish. Yeah, well, self-love numero uno. First, second, and third place is you, you, and you. If anybody else comes in there, know that that's another timeline and it's not the one that you really want to be on, right? So had to share that. Okay. Moving forward with the energy report. I didn't forget, like when this stuff dumps in, guys, I got to let it out. So this was the 25th. And it's interesting because they were showing me this. I felt this, the joy that comes from Christmas always brings light in. And you could see that it did, for those of you who celebrate it. And again, it's interesting this year. It was a more peaceful, and I feel that many were able to shift their perspective around the religious definition, which kept us in separation, and then just kind of embrace this as as a day of peace and joy. That's how I took it. And for those who study A Course in Miracles, you know that the truth of Jesus was here to show us what we're capable of doing in the human body, quite literally. And that whole message got mixed up in separation. Again, it happened out of fear. And so that is how I was shown, how I was guided. And I like it because it resonates and it feels true. It's always just go into your heart and say, does this feel true? That simple. All right, this is the day after, and you can see here is where purging started again. And you can see it's the upper chakra. So, and there's some light in here. So this does promote a more awakening. And then, but these are like, I call these like daggers. These are those little ice picks that go in again. So if you felt off, uneasy in here, uncomfortable, this can feel very disorienting also, because when these happen, we tend to jump timelines too, which means old timelines collapse and then your consciousness is going forward. So you can many experience that Mandela effect, like, wait a minute, my keys were on this desk yesterday. You looked and looked and looked, and then the next day, boom, there they are. You might feel like you're repeating a conversation. Wait, I already talked about this with this person. Why am I having it again? Those are very real things, because what's happening is, as these energies are coming in, you literally are kind of floating through several realities within the course of your day. I remember we're multidimensional, beyond the noodle. Yep. So, I know you were experiencing different timelines. It's very real. You're not losing your cookies. I promise. Okay, let's move forward here. And okay, Tina, feeling called to go on a hike. Oh my God, then absolutely that you will be in complete alignment. Um, and yep, it's like get out there and do it. Okay, let me put up I want to do the 27th. Yep, I'm going in order here. Okay, because I'm going to show you. Move the melon. Here we go. Okay, so you can see this is a little bit, I blew this up a little bit so we could see it. So these are those daggers. This highly probable could make ascension symptoms feel a little bit more pronounced. This is going to agitate unawakened. This will agitate the unawakened because they're getting chakras blasted here, and then they're purging. And understand that when you're unconscious and you're ascending, all of your feelings and emotions are blowing up in your face, and you think it's even more traumatic because they don't have an awareness about what's truly happening yet. Okay. So that's where like this extra compassion is needed when this goes off, and then you yourself are experiencing it. So this can allow for pain bodies to meet, right? This can cause a lot of triggering, and then you go, oh wow, I was triggered, what's ready to heal, right? We're on the journey, we're lighting the path. So wait a minute, that triggered me, what's ready to heal? It's never another person that triggers you, it's that you allowed, right? You allowed that energy to permeate your field. So what brought it up? Think of it as it got brought up for healing. And then this here felt like, again, I think these are like timelines collapsing. That's what it felt like for me, for sure. Today I kind of felt like, oh, I landed when I woke, and I woke up at like 4:30. I was excited because I can instantly feel, I'm like, okay, my physical body caught up to that. And I knew there was light coming in. And it just, for me, it's like this instant grounding that takes place. So let's get to the drum roll. Anybody want to do a drum roll? Let's look at today's. This is yumminess. This is what we all need, because this is the healing. These are the healing energies coming forward. Here we are. And this was taken like an hour ago, and you can see much higher frequency, more, again, it's concentrated in all these upper chakras. I am going to show you guys the chakra chart because there is a lot going on. And remember that our bodies our chakra system is getting an upgrade too. we're getting new chakras too. I don't know what it looks like. They show it to me usually after it happens or while it's happening. So, of course, when I know, I'm going to share it. But just the idea is don't get too married to these old chakra structures because we are becoming more crystalline. Well, our bodies will have new energy vortexes to help us to implement more light. So this is all upper, but you can see as it's continuing that it is pushing down further. There's a lot of integration here, and all this red, remember the red is still purging, purging, purging. So this can draw emotion. This can absolutely make you feel emotional. And again, if you feel like a sudden depression or sadness, it's coming up to be healed. You're not going backwards. You are not going backwards. These are coming into a weakened state. They've been agitated to come to the surface. And so they're making a lot of noise, but they're making noise because they're in a weakened state. They're no longer anchored in fear. And so it's literally just rising to come into the light. Quite literally, it's what's going on. And you are summoning the light to you. You're summoning the light to you. So you are facilitating your own healing, even if your human doesn't know it. You're doing amazing too. All right. So let's see. Let me look in the comments here. Okay, so Robin said, I heard about a global flash. So here's what guidance I've heard of this in the past. Here's the thing, we're all on different timelines right now. We all perceive, there are some who literally perceive sun and others in the same zip code perceive a cloudy day. We are literally, remember, what we witness is a reflection back. So the stories that have been circulating, and that is not a new story. My guides are always, there's no light that does harm to us. It's our light and we're summoning it. And would we get to a point where we generated so much light that it caused a flash? It's not here to do any harm. In other words, we're not going to be fried by the sun. That kind of is where the noodle goes with that, right? But so are we summoning more light? Absolutely. It's why we're here and we're integrating it. Light is love. This is love coming in. This is exactly what it is. And so any form of light coming in, comes to us, through us, goes into Gaia, is all love. So for me, it's like, hey, if you want to hit me with some global love, go for it. I'm in, right? So really, your perception around it is everything. And just understanding that any light, all light is just love coming into us and it's all beautiful. I love it. Oh, you said feeling called to sit and do nothing and just be the light. That is, Robin, that is bringing yourself into stillness, and you are generating just a tremendous amount of love through yourself and outward when you do that. I love that. Oh, someone said, woke me up at 3. Yeah. Yeah, you were absolutely right. Yeah, you could feel it in the crown. Yeah, it woke me up. Yeah, at 4:30. And well, I don't know that the light woke me up. I think I was just naturally waking up at that time, but I could sense it. Definitely could sense it immediately. All right, let's see. Dahlia, what did she say? Oh, okay. So Dahlia, that's a healing opportunity. If send me an email and I'll send you the forgiveness process, because the forgiveness process is for you. Forgiveness is a state of being that all you need to do is to come into acceptance. Okay. And so I know that that's a tricky situation with especially a parent that you went no contact with. So you can still stay in your power, you can still have your boundaries, and but you can shift your perspective on the whole thing, and it'll give you into state of forgiveness, which is not forgiving any acts of wrongdoing. It's about forgiving them from the level of perception they're at. It's really forgiving the unconsciousness. But I have a beautiful process that really, really helps you, and it'll give you the understanding, and it'll give your inner child the understanding too. So, but hit me up, send me an email, girl. Let's get this, let's move that energy out. It's ready to go. If he came forward, it's because it's to actually promote your healing. So look at it that way. He really is, even though unconsciously he doesn't know that. Okay. But that's coming forward to promote your healing. So it's a good thing. Um, Tammy, hello. Oh, no sleep. Yeah, I woke up feeling sure. Yeah, because there's been a tremendous amount of energy coming in. Tremendous, tremendous. So let me go to the chakra chart, and then I'm feeling a perfect time for us to all ground together so that we can incorporate this light. Here we go. All right, so this is, let me move the melon so I can show you guys. Okay. So you can see this was where it looked like there were those the daggers I called that looked mostly green. There was not a lot of light coming in, but you could see all the purging going on. Look at these. And I mean, this is persistent among all the chakras. You can see the roots taking a big hit. This is last night when the light started to come in. And it actually started coming in. This was roughly like, I think 9 p.m. Pacific time. So, and then you can see it just kept, it's escalating. And I mean, if I pulled it now, it probably will continue. So it's getting more intense. This will awaken more. This will awaken more, and which means what? Because of the Alka-Seltzer tablet, it's going to agitate more too. And so coming into acceptance and bringing yourself being grounded and recognizing what is coming forward, and understand that, okay, this got shaken up for a reason, and you're not going backwards. You're not going backwards, no matter how awful it feels in the moment. It is there presenting itself to as a healing opportunity. So okay, I wanted to see if okay, I don't see any other questions or comments in there. So I'm going to take that as a cue to let's ground this. Let's finish this with a beautiful grounding. I want to take this away because I think seeing the thing that looks like an EKG is not doesn't really put us in a calming space. Let's Let's go for something that's more calming. How shall we? How about this? Yeah, that's better. Okay. This is a nice purple energies. We'll bring in the purple energies, the purple flame of healing with Saint Germain. Okay. Someone says my moods have been erratic and I couldn't sleep. Yeah. So that's the energy agitating stuff. And you can just say, okay, what is it that triggered me, right? And just go into, right? Sit with it without judgment too. Don't go, "Oh, I'm in a bad mood," right? Don't judge your mood. Go, okay, this mood is giving me information. And then can I become the observer? And I wonder what this means. And when you use your curiosity and say, I wonder what this means, do 3 deep breaths and then just say to your higher self, is there anything I need to know? And, sometimes it's just, sometimes you'll get a short message like, I love you. So, and those are true messages. All good. There's never judgment or criticism from your higher self, ever, ever, ever. So, all right. Let's ground this energy, and it feels so, so good. Just get comfortable where you are. We are going to, you can close your eyes and focus on your breath. Our breath is going to become more and more powerful as we continue ascending. And so today, when we do this, I'm guided to tell you to really, really pay attention to your breath, feel it on the way in, and pretend like you're doing this in slow motion. And try not to let your noodle jump ahead. By focusing on the breath, focus on your breath like you would a candle flame. That's going to help you really sink into this moment and enjoy this, because we need a deep grounding with all this light coming in. Okay. And so when you're ready, you can go ahead and close your eyes. Let's take an inhale and follow your breath from your belly all the way up to the top of your shoulders. Exhale down to Gaia's heart. See, sense, or feel the warmth, the stability, and your connection to her. And then take an inhale, bring her light up to your heart. Exhale back down to Gaia's heart. See, sense, or feel her light. Inhale, bring it back up to your heart space. From here, notice if the front door to your heart is open. Can you see, sense, or feel? It's okay to just feel warmth. And then notice if the back door to your sacred heart is open. See, sense, or feel the light there. If any of them feel like they're not open, take a nice, easy exhale and gently open it. Now, on the next inhale, expand your light in your heart. Make it brighter. Take an inhale. On the exhale, exhale your light down to your feet. Take an inhale. Expand the light in your feet. On the exhale, see a bunch of roots coming out of your feet like energetic lightning bolts going all the way through the earth down to Gaia. Take a breath in. Exhale and root these energies all the way down to Gaia's heart. Inhale the light back up to your heart. Exhale down to the feet. Take an inhale. Expand your light in your feet. Exhale back down to Gaia. Inhale up to your heart space. And we're going to generate some energy. Rub the palms of your hands together. And you can do this with your eyes closed. Keep rubbing your hands together. Generate that energy so that you can feel it in your palms of your hands. Nice. And take the palm of your right hand and put it on your heart space. On the inhale, I fill myself with pure love and light. Take another inhale. Receive your light. I fill myself with pure love and light. One more inhale. I fill myself with pure love and light. And so it is. Yeah, you guys are so good at grounding. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That energy's got to go somewhere, and I love it. And if you feel the need, shake out your hands. Um, Shake out your hands. Do what you can today to disperse the energy. It's a great day to do easy creative stuff. I already got my paints out. I'm so ready. I'm going to sit in the sun. I'm going to paint. It was such a great way to start my day with you guys. Your energies are quite amazing. Everybody grounded beautifully. And just know that whatever is coming forward, it's on its way out. It's on its way up. So have gratitude. Thank you for coming forward. And if you need some extra help, please, please, please reach out to me. Do not suffer alone. We don't get any awards for suffering on our own. We're here for a reason. We're here to walk each other home. We're here to help guide each other through this new uncharted territory as a human. So there's no weakness in that. It's in fact, it's you showing your strength. It's you showing your strength and stepping into your power. So I love you guys so, so much. If you are new here today, wow, what a great day to jump in. And please let me know in the comments so that I can welcome you to the Love Train. We give all an official welcome. This week, we're going to have first focus group of the new year with 2025 energies. I cannot even begin to tell you how excited I am about that because I've already been seeing this. Um, and I'm looking forward to it. So good to see all of you guys. Awesome, awesome. Oh, I'll share. I'm actually working on a whale painting. I will share it. I got a photograph. I was able to catch a whale, the tail going in, with the mountains behind it. And it's, yeah, as soon as I took the picture, I knew it was a painting. So that's going to be it. So I'd be happy to share it. Absolutely. It's, I love my whales and dolphins. I absolutely do. So, all right. I love you guys so much. Really be kind to yourself. Just be kind to yourself and be kind to those around you. This is a really, really um, transformational period in our journeys. And so just treat it with ease and grace and give yourself a ton of love. I'm sending you guys a ton of love. And I follow the energy. So I will see you all very soon. Mwah. Have a beautiful